Hi guys, my name is Shiels down here at Trafford Golf Centre, Manchester, and we're going to talk about the hip rotation and the clearance of the hips today. Hopefully to give you a few ideas of how you can do it better, clear up any kind of myths or anything else, and hopefully help you improve your hip rotation through the golf ball. So, hip rotation, it's a way of creating power through the swing, making sure that we use our bigger muscles in our legs and our hips and our glutes and our bum rather than using our arms too much, letting the hips and the body be the main engine in our golf swing. Now, it's sometimes tricky to separate the hip action from the shoulder action. You know, the shoulders want to turn before the hips want to turn in many cases, and that's why a lot of golfers will generally come over the top a little bit, start to use the body a bit more, don't quite use the hips in the best action they possibly can. So we're going to talk about an easy drill today to help you kind of feel what your hips are doing better, hopefully help you turn your hips better. You're going to see the benefits, and then you're going to be able to practice, hopefully then reducing the drill out the way so that you get back into a kind of normal golf swing without using the drill and using your hips a lot better. So how the hips generally work in the golf swing? We've got, obviously it's set up, they're fairly neutral, so they're fairly square on. There's no real kind of, unless you're massively open or massively closed, normally your hips would be square on. Once you get to the top of your golf swing, mixed in with your shoulder rotation, your hips turn slightly. Once we get to the top of our swing, we need now to turn our hips, which are kind of in a 40-odd degree angle, to almost get them back to square, if not a tiny bit open at impact. That's a very demanding movement. You know, certainly if you're maybe not as flexible as you could be, that's quite a tricky movement to master at such high speed. So we'll kind of do it slowly first. If I get you to the top of your golf swing, that movement then would be making sure that our left hip rotates on the way down with not massive amounts of lateral movement. I want you to see the hip rotate almost backwards and down. See how it's pulling my arms down, my lower body's moving first, then it's my middle body, then it's my shoulders, then it's my arms, then it's my club. And the club then is packed full of energy to hit that golf ball as far as we can. So once we get to the top of your golf swing, make sure the left hip rotates almost on a downward path, almost on a downwards journey onto the way to the golf ball. And also your left pocket moving backwards as we come down, almost as if it's moving back behind your left bum cheek. So once we get to the top, rotate that down and then let everything else unwind with it. So let your left hip be the leader of your downswing almost. A dead simple technique and a drill to help you improve this better. Because again, this is not an easy movement. This is quite a demanding kind of force as you turn your hips down. It's quite a demanding, a lot of demand on your body really. You know, it's quite a lot of strain going down into your legs, into your hips. So a simple way of being able to achieve this and get the feeling for it would be quite simply, once you're set up to the golf ball, I want you to turn your left foot slightly outwards. So my left foot now is turned. If that was 12 o'clock, my left foot is almost turned to 10 o'clock. Now, people say, oh, you're just opening your stance. I'm not actually opening my stance because my heels are still square, but my left foot is turned out. So from this angle, yes, it does look like they're open, but I'm actually still square to my target line. So once I've set up, just turn that left foot out to 10 o'clock, keeping your heels nice and square to your target. And that's going to free up any restrictions around our knee to let us turn our hips much, much better. So get to the top, and then from that position, turn your hips out the way. And you should notice, if you've struggled with hip rotation in the past, if you just let that left foot stick out a little bit, you should notice instantly your left hip turns an awful lot better because there's no restrictions in there. You know, your knee simply isn't getting in the way. Keep your left foot out. And the hip rotation just becomes so much easier. Start to then, if you enjoy that drill, start to then kind of wean yourself off it a little bit. So start to not point your left foot out as much and create the same movement. and then again, next shot, turn it in slightly, create the same movement. Again, back to square, make the same movement happen. And it's a really good way of being able to help you feel what that hip rotation should do during the downswing, through the ball, and into the exit, into the follow through as well. So guys, if you've enjoyed the video all about hip rotation, how you can kind of make your hips work for you better, please do give it a thumbs up. Comment down below. You can check out my next video just here, and also you can subscribe to my channel just below here. Thanks for watching.